Nanny of the Maroons. Deep within the lush green heart of Jamaica, where the blue mountains kissed the sky, a special kind of freedom bloomed. It wasn't found in the grand houses of the planters, but in the hidden valleys and secret caves. This was the home of the Maroons, and their leader was a woman named Nanny. Nanny was a warrior, a healer, and a wise elder. She knew the mountains like the back of her hand, and she taught her people how to live off the land, how to be invisible to their enemies, and how to fight for their freedom. Her spirit was as strong as the ancient trees that grew on the mountain slopes. The community Nanny built was a place of hope. Children ran free, and the sound of laughter echoed through the valleys. But the British soldiers were always searching, determined to capture the Maroons and end their resistance. Nanny taught her people that their greatest weapon was their unity and their deep knowledge of the land. Nanny was a master of surprise. She used the natural camouflage of the forest to her advantage, setting clever traps and ambushing the soldiers when they least expected it. The soldiers would march for days, only to find themselves lost and confused, chasing shadows in the trees. The soldiers were frustrated. They could never find the Maroon village, no matter how hard they searched. The Maroons were like ghosts, appearing and disappearing as if by magic. In their hidden village, life went on, full of song and shared meals. Akua and Nanny often sat together, weaving baskets and sharing stories. They knew that the fight was not just with guns, but with spirit. Nanny's leadership was a beacon of hope, reminding everyone that they were a family, bound by their shared dream of freedom. One day, a scout brought news of a final, massive assault planned by the British. The community grew quiet, their faces filled with worry. But Nanny stood tall, her voice calm and steady. "We are the mountains," she said. "We will not be moved." The battle was fierce, but the Maroons fought with the courage of lions. They used every trick Nanny had taught them, from hidden paths to clever decoys. The soldiers were no match for their knowledge of the land and their unbreakable will. The British were defeated. They had no choice but to sign a peace treaty, granting the Maroons their freedom forever. The mountains, which had been a place of refuge, were now a kingdom of the free. Nanny's legacy lived on, a story of courage that was whispered from generation to generation. She was a symbol of resistance, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the human spirit can never be truly enslaved. Her spirit still watches over the Blue Mountains, a guardian of freedom,